All right, let's just start this show. What do you say? Hit the button, Greg.
Stand by for ludicrous speed.
Okay, my dear Greg Saunders.
Gregory.
Eagle looking Greg, your go.
Greg Saunders.
Greg Saunders.
Greg Saunders!
Wow. Hey, great.
I got it.
We interrupt this sound file to bring you a terrifying announcement.
Are you aware that you're leaking coolant at an alarming rate?
Show us the skills that have made you a media darling.
Well, I'm glad we got all that out in the open.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Saturday Morning Stateline Show.
No, seriously, Tom, until they can handle lava and quicksand and tar pits, all-terrain vehicles are falsely advertised. Stand on that.
This is true.
47 degrees. It's a Saturday Morning Stateline Show, November the 2nd, 20, what year is it? What?
2021, Dave.
Wait, let me find my notes. Oh, it's May. It's the 29th day of May, the year 2021, the latest it's ever been.
In the history of mankind, and the coldest it's ever been on May 29th, I think.
It was cold yesterday, man.
I'm not entirely sure what the heck's going on here.
I know. There was Harlem High School graduation was last night on their football field.
Yeah.
Yeah, last night on their football field.
Wow.
Brr, baby.
Bet you they're rethinking that one.
Well,
I mean, who knew? May 28th, you'd figure, given the week we had last week, we had 85 degrees for crying out loud. And then all of a sudden, the Friday becomes 42 or 44 with rain coming down, kind of half sideways.
Who would have guessed it?
No, I know.
We are expecting to have a Harlem school person on with us today, more specifically from Marquette Elementary School. Talk about something they've got coming up next weekend. Before we get to anything else, though, let's go ahead and share our big number of the week this week. The big number of the week is 400,000.
Right on. 400,000, right on.
400,000. It's a big number. And the answer for the week this week is altitude or auction. Altitude or auction. We'll give you the answer at the end of the show. We'll let Joann guess and Tom guess. And we are currently at a score of 4-3.
4-3.
Look at that score, 4-3.
That's right. Hoping to improve on that today.
All right. I'm trying a new camera angle this week. I'm looking up higher. So far, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
If I could sit a little back further, then it can, got my fancy cork board going on back here. Does that freak you out? Does that?
No, it's okay, kidnapper. We're good.
If only it was real cork board, then it would help the sound deadening in my studio a little bit better, but no, it's completely fake. What do we got?
Oh, I did not know that.
Well,
but I'm going by the letters. It looks like you cut them out of a magazine and you're sending a ransom note to somebody.
I like it. I do like it a lot. But if I
have your cat,
if I wanted to go to the print thing, I could go to this. How about that? It cuts off the S. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Stateline Show.
That's right.
And then of course our
you're Greg Saunders.
Our fun Russian nuclear launch station.
Yeah, that's cool. Moscow, we have a problem.
And of course, the green
baby
of the Packers.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my Sold on Tony hat today. I was wearing it all day yesterday because it's cold in my. I turned the heat on yesterday. Did you give in and turn the heat on yesterday?
No, I wasn't even home. I wasn't home much of the day. My house is I don't know. It's pretty well insulated, I guess. It was kind of warm. It was all right. Had all the windows shut.
It got to like 63, 62 degrees in the house. And I'm like, I'm working from home today. I want to be warm. So I turned it on.
Oh, I don't blame you one bit.
Yeah.
I don't blame you one bit. Oh, I know what I got. Here's
I guess if nobody would have been home, I would have probably just went ahead and left it low.
Here's my Packer contribution to the show.
Packers Connect 4 had no clue they made that.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Awesome. All right. So I've got some shout outs for the week like I normally do.
Uh-huh.
Send this text here real quick like there we go. I want to congratulate young Adam on getting a house under contract this last week. He's very excited to be buying his very first home. Yay. And congratulations to the Schmitz family closing on their brand new Rockford house. I know they are very excited to get settled in to that beautiful home. I'm just a little bit jealous. They got a great place within smell distance of Famous Dave's. I'll just put it that far.
Nice.
Yeah, that smells good.
Honey, I'm taking the dog for a walk. Have you seen my bib?
Nope. Why are you coming back, hun? Well, I forgot my VIP card for Famous Dave.
That's right.
I need to get that out.
And I need the hand wipes in case I get barbecue sauce on my hands. I believe Famous Dave's will supply them.
Oh, anyway. Love it.
Yeah.
So, and one other quick real estate note for the week, showed a couple houses yesterday and wrote offers yesterday, a couple offers. One of them, well, technically I sent in today because I was up so late revising it to get it ready to be submitted that it actually was like 12:02 a.m. That's not a normal thing. I'm not normally up that late, but I wanted to make sure that got done. So here, fingers crossed on two good offers. There's still a ton of competition out there. There's still more buyers and sellers, but there was an uptick in inventory this last week. So hopefully that is a sign of good things to come. We definitely need more houses.
Okay, I've got a question for you then.
43. Go ahead.
How did you, man, you are so good. I did not. I was going to just be really snarky and say, oh my God, you do know your IQ. Never mind. Anyway, no, if there's a ton of houses, we're in need of a ton of houses. I drive around the city and I see a ton of houses. Some of them boarded up. I guarantee, I get it. Some of them are condemned, whatever. Okay, yeah. Fine. Knock those down. But some of the houses that are just sitting empty just because nobody wants to buy them, there are some families out there that would buy them. Give them to them for a decent price. Let's get this thing moving, and let's turn 300 houses available in this area to 500 or 600 houses, or maybe even 1,000 houses. There are a lot of houses out there that are simply not lived in right now for whatever reason. I see a lot of them.
I haven't heard an update in quite a while, but there was, probably about 5 or 6 years ago, there was a list of something around 1,000 houses in Rockford that were on the list of basically just being vacated completely. And there was, they had a bunch of them that were tagged to just be raised, to just turn them back into green space because they were too far gone.
Yep.
And then there were others that were being tagged to be, somehow, flipped or turned into something, as a decent property. I haven't really heard an update on that for quite a while. So I'm not sure how many of those properties still exist.
I know over on Central and West State, it's near where my mother-in-law lives. She's got a really nice house over there because it was a decent house to begin with. But what happened was the city came in and wanted to do improvements. And they improved West State. They made it nice and curvy. They rebuilt Crusader Clinic, tore down the old Bishop Muldoon High School, which is what they operated out of for many years. And now it's a brand new building. It's beautiful. They got a new police station over there. They've got all kinds of, it really, really looks nice. They got a Save a Lot grocery store on the corner of Central and West State. And it's become a really nice area. Well, what they did was they took a bunch of houses. They gave the homeowners, I don't know, 5, 10,000, 20, whatever it was, 15,000 and it might've been different for different homes, depending on what they needed, so that they could upgrade their houses and make them livable and make them actually decent. And if you drive down that area now, you're going to be impressed if you haven't been down there for a while.
That's
It is very, very nice. And they've got trees lining the middle of the roadway. I always think that is really nice. So
Yeah, there's been a lot of
start
neat
doing
improvements.
that.
There's been a lot of neat improvements over there.
Yeah.
It's just we're still in such a great situation as far as loan rates go. Interest rates are still crazy though. It's so cheap to borrow money right now. And
So let people borrow money, and then they can have the extra 10 or 20,000 to fix it up, throw some carpet in, put some
Right.
paint on the walls, do whatever.
maybe a big push for rehab loans. It's just, I don't know. It's tough to find the people too that are willing and able to make a lot of
Yeah.
improvements on a property.
That's
I mean,
true.
I don't know about you, but other than switching out a light socket, I'm not messing with electrical stuff. That's just
No,
something I'm going to do. Plumbing, I don't want to mess with plumbing at all.
no.
Unless it's outdoors and it has to do with just getting water away from the house. No, inside interior plumbing, I don't want to mess with.
Yeah.
You need the trades folks, and they're swamped right now. They're
Oh yeah.
all just crazy busy with business. The electricians, the plumbers, the home remodelers, they are backed up for months. If you wanted to do your update your bathroom right now, if you're like, hey, I'm ready to turn this 1970s bathroom into something that looks a little more modern, you probably could get an estimate within a week or two, but you're not going to get anyone tearing up your floor for probably 6 months. 3 to 6 months easy with all the professionals that are just crazy busy with business. So it's something to hopefully this drives a lot of young folks into the trades, because there's good money to be made there, and you're not going to be replaced with an app. You're not going to be replaced with a robot.
No.
Definitely something to.
I can't get under the sink. I can't get. You better call a plumber.
3/4 wrench.
Yeah.
Oh man. Speaking of robots, got to have dinner with my buddy Corey this week.
Cool.
Sorry, Corey. Corey's up from Florida. We've had him on the show a couple times. We've talked with him a little bit about how Florida's handled COVID, and we talked a little bit of sports. We were looking to have him back on. We were looking to have him on after the draft to talk a lot of sports. I think we ended up talking about something else. I don't remember.
We did kind of get off on a tangent. We talked very little of that. I think we might have talked COVID or something.
I think we talked more COVID that day. But
yeah, I think we did. It just kind of
have him on and when the football season starts back up again, and chat a little bit about Tim Tebow and his Jacksonville Jaguars team. Did you see the photo of him with his biceps?
No.
Oh my goodness. If they're ever, if you ever thought he was one of the guys that would do the steroid thing, you'd be like, yeah, he's on the roids. The dude's biceps are just crazy defined. They're huge. And the comments and the memes that are out there basically like, well, I guess he kept working out since he left the NFL the first time.
Yeah, why wouldn't he? He's only barely 30 years old. He still has, he might be 31, 32. He still has a good 5 years probably. And why wouldn't you work out? That's what he does. With
his skill set, I mean, he's not as big as Gronkowski or anything like that, but he's been a quarterback, and he's strong enough. If he can block, he's got the potential to be a really good tight end.
Yeah, I don't see him making a Pro Bowl, but I see him making a big difference on a team. Almost like, here's what I see him as. Taysom Hill from New Orleans.
Yes.
That's what I see him. Because you know what? You could bring in a Tebow on a 3rd down, 3rd and 2. And, well, I don't know. Is he going to pass? Is he going to roll out? Is he going to hand off? Is he going to run? Who knows? Who knows what he's going to do?
Or is he throwing the pass?
That's right. I think he could be a good little hybrid in the NFL. Is he going to flip it to the running back and then run out for a quick pass and catch it himself and then run with it? The guy scored an unbelievable amount of rushing touchdowns in college.
Oh yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, you can Google this. I think he had 1,000 yards rushing and like 2,000 yards passing or 3,000 yards passing, whatever. and it's unprecedented. I think that's what he did. I'm not entirely sure, but it was something like that. He was a good rusher. I mean, he had a lot of touchdowns as a rushing quarterback.
Yeah,
More
you
than
get him
Cam
inside the
Newton.
5. Get him inside the 5, and he's got to, you don't know if he's going to pass it or not. So you got to guard.
And
the
he's a
receiver.
double threat too. And here's the funny thing about Tim Tebow: when he was in college, nobody questioned his arm. Nobody questioned his arm strength. Nobody questioned his accuracy. He was a great quarterback in college. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame, or
Rightfully
at least
so.
headed there. I don't know if he is or not, but anyway,
He
my
will be.
point is he was a great quarterback in college.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he comes to the NFL, and what happens? I don't know. Maybe just bad press and people didn't believe in him. I don't know. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Interesting. I'm looking. I'm doing a quick check of our YouTube stream here, because we're flying on we're shared on Facebook, and we're shared on LinkedIn. For some reason, our video looks really good on my Zoom channel and very fuzzy on YouTube today. I'm not sure what that's all about. We look totally out of focus on YouTube. Huh. Maybe
I know why I look fuzzy. Do I look fuzzy? Yeah.
You're
can see that.
you're looking crazy fuzzy. I mean,
really
I know
fuzzy.
I didn't shave this morning, but I know that's going on, but
Yeah.
this is different. I'm not sure what's going on with the stream. Anyway, we're there, and if I click this,
Yeah,
and then click this, that means I heard your voice without you talking. So the audio is fine.
I'm a ventriloquist.
We need to go back to just having an audio only show, Tom. Bring back the audio only show. Let's see here. I'm hearing that our guest is trying to log in. That's another thing that's kind of concerning me, is the guest that was scheduled to be on with us is not yet in the Zoom room. So I'm not sure what's happening there. I do want to give one other shout out today, and that would be to the in crowd. They had a nice big meeting Thursday at Cars R Us. I wasn't able to make it. I had too much going on Thursday night and couldn't make it over there. But from the photos and from what I've heard, they had a great turnout over at Cars R Us. So thanks to the guys, the Aukes brothers, for hosting. And we'll have John Berlin on next month to let us know where we're going to be in June, which June starts on Tuesday.
Wow.
Crazy.
Where did May go?
That seems a little crazy, especially considering how cold it is out there today.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Well, if I know I sent her the same link that you use, so I'm not sure what is happening with our guests. So I will take a quick look here at some of our SMS info for the day. Obviously, this is Memorial Day weekend. And every so often people get Memorial Day confused with Veterans Day.
Veterans Day.
Yeah, stuff like that. Many people see Memorial Day as a military related day, obviously giving us a 3-day weekend. But obviously it's a big sales weekend. Special deals on cars and mattresses and all that other stuff. There is a very specific reason, though, for Memorial Day. It's a federal holiday in the U.S., remembering the people who died while serving in our country's armed forces. The very first official observance of Memorial Day was May 30th, 1868, ordered by General John Logan. Flowers were placed on the graves of the Union and Confederate soldiers' grave sites at Arlington National Cemetery. It wasn't one over the other. It was a unifying thing to do. And 1868. So it's been a long time that we have been doing Memorial Day in the U.S. Joanne's starting to jump in the room here this morning, so that's good news right there. So I know the normal link is working. For some reason, it's not flying for our guest, and that's a bummer. Something strange is going on. Anything that you wanted to throw out this week, Tom?
No, no real complaints. I'm good.
Good.
It was a good week. Nobody made me mad. Well, a few people on the road, a few weirdos out there that just don't know how to use their blinkers. But other than that, we're good.
Yeah, I definitely, I put on some miles this week and saw some aggressive drivers that you got to pay attention, people. I know the phones can be distracting. I'm not sure what the solution is to that. Obviously, there's
Use your Bluetooth, folks. I saw some older lady. She had her phone. It looked like, she's talking like this as she's trying to navigate and drive. It's like, get off your phone, lady. She was probably 68, 70. Oh, I saw my first Cub game in 2 years. Yesterday or the day before on Fox. It was the game of the week. It was Fox 39. When was that? I don't remember. Anyway, it was it might have been last Saturday. Oh my goodness, or last Sunday. But whatever it was the Fox game of the week, and I saw it. So it's the first Cub game I've seen in 2 years.
And was that the game of Javi's crazy run?
I do not know. I do not remember that. No, I don't think it was.
You would have remembered.
It must not have been because I don't remember. They lost to the Cardinals 2-1.
Okay, yeah, because they scored.
So it was last weekend. It was last Saturday.
Like 4 runs in that crazy game where Javi ran to first base and then stopped and ran back to home. Did you not see that play?
Why would he do that? No, I did not.
Oh, dude, that was like a big deal. That's like never. All these announcers are like, never seen this before ever in a baseball game. There was a runner on first. The runner stole second. All right. Javi hit. There was 2 outs. Baez hits the ball to third base. The third baseman throws it to first, but it's a little bit offline toward home plate. And when the first baseman caught the ball off the bag, instead of just going to tag the bag, he was going to tag Javi. All right. So he takes a step or two toward Javier Baez, and Baez starts running back to home plate. So what you should do in that situation as the first baseman, get the third out, turn around, touch first, inning over. Instead, he chases Baez. And while he's chasing Baez, the guy that was on second rounds third and heads to home. So you've got 2 guys running at home plate. And all you got to do is get 1 out and the inning's over. It doesn't matter where you get the out. So the first baseman throws the ball to the catcher too late. He misses the tag. The guy from third scores. And Baez
runs to first.
And nobody's on first base. The second baseman's just sitting there watching everything. So he runs to first base and is safe. They throw away the ball. He runs to second base. And then the next batter hits a single and Javi scores.
Wow. I did not see that. And I have not been watching ESPN a lot lately, if at all. I've been so busy, and I'm kind of irritated with sports right now. I really, truly am, just for other reasons. That is just crazy. Now, there is a rule in Major League Baseball that if you're unless you're in a rundown, you cannot run backwards. Maybe it changes when it's home to first, but if you're going to second base and the second baseman is going to tag you and you start running backwards, you're automatically out. So I don't understand why that didn't happen that way.
If someone's on the other base that you're running to, right?
Well, that might be the difference.
I think so.
Well, no, because nobody was, because the guy was on second. He'd already legitimately stolen second.
Yeah.
So he was on his way to third and then home.
Yeah. It's an amazing
Wow.
play. It was an amazing play. Never before seen that. Who would even think to do that? Well, Baez thinking, I'm going to extend this play, keep the inning alive, let my guy score. But here's the thing. If the guy scored and if the second baseman was just paying attention and went to first, they'd have just thrown him the ball. Third out, run
Inning
doesn't
over.
count.
Yeah.
Inning is over. But no,
Right.
he's over there.
Even if the run had scored, it wouldn't have counted because
Yeah,
all it takes is a force out at first.
that's right. That's
Can't score a
all
run on
they
a force
needed
out.
to
So,
do. And you can
wow.
bet
I'd have to
this won't
YouTube
happen
that.
again. Here's our guest coming in. You can bet this won't happen again. Anyone that was paying attention last week is going to hear that from their coach. You just get the third out. You get the third out. Whenever there's two outs, all that matters is getting the third out. So
Yeah. Fundamentals will kill you every time if you don't know the fundamentals.
Right. Well, we are going to let our guest in the room here where it happens. And that would be, let's see, Betty, who is one of the teachers over at Marquette Elementary School. Good morning, Betty. I see your audio's on. There you are.
Good
There
morning.
she is.
Technical
Good morning, Betty.
Hello. Good morning.
You made yourself camera ready. See, we should have told you, you don't have to be camera ready for this show.
Okay.
All we care about is audio. It's if we could just block our cameras and just do an audio show, we would do that. But it is what it is. How are you this morning?
I am up and running, feeling good. Ready for the weekend.
Outside yesterday and brave the cold?
I did not. I got home and started working on things inside.
Awesome. Well,
Good for you. Yeah. 42 degrees, 44, whatever it was. Felt like 35. It felt like I'm moving to Florida.
Yes.
That's what it felt like.
Are kicking on.
Well, as my wife told you, Betty, our Saturday morning Stateline show does a lot of stuff when it comes to not-for-profits. That's really our focus is Rockford area not-for-profits. And we'll have Joann on from Paws Humane Society coming up as we do every week. But you've got an event coming up, and I'm going to see if my share screening thingy here is going to let me share your flyer. There we go. Boom. I think that's going to look okay. So you've got an event coming up next Saturday. What's going on with this, Betty?
Yes, this is a shoe drive. It's a drive-by and drop-off fill the bus event. It's going to be taking place at Home Depot in McChesney Park. And it's Saturday, like you said, June 5th from 8 to 2. And we are asking the community to help support Marquette Elementary Shoe Drive. You can put your shoes in a bag, throw them in the trunk, the back of your back seat, and you don't even have to get out of your car. You could just drive on up, pop open your trunk, we'll grab the shoes from you, and on your way, and you'll be helping the community and many others with your shoe donations.
Okay. So how did this come up? Was this something that you were trying to do, you've done in the past, or is this a brand new thing?
It is brand new for Marquette Elementary. I was the activity director at Harlem High School, and we did a shoe drive there, which was pretty successful. And Mr. Moreland, our principal at Marquette, had decided not to do, just because of our COVID pandemic situation, decided that they were not going to have any type of fundraisers. And so I had mentioned this to him. He thought it was an excellent choice for a fundraiser, because we're asking for items, shoes that people no longer want. So there's no cost to anybody. Just, give, win-win type of thing. So that's how that came about.
Okay. And I see you got 4 different locations here to drop off shoes: Advanced Medical over on Windsor Road, the Village of McChesney Park office on Roosevelt, Harlem High School, and the Home Depot on 173 West Lane Road there in McChesney, which is where the big event is next Saturday.
Yes, next Saturday. That is a big event. Our fundraiser goes all the way until June 30th. So you'll be able to drop off shoes at those locations once school is out. But with summer school happening, I'll be teaching summer school. And so I'm hoping that the middle school will be a drop-off location during the month of June as well.
So stop on by with your shoes, and they don't have to be brand new shoes as long as they're still in good shape.
Yes, they can be gently worn. They don't even have to have shoelaces. If you're missing a shoelace, you can still donate those shoes. And it's any type of footwear, any size, any type, boots, flip-flops, high heels, whatever you have. It can be sports shoes such as cleats, tennis shoes, anything you can put on your foot.
Awesome.
It's acceptable.
So,
Are you looking for all sizes too? I mean, we're talking for adults as well, right? I mean, not just for kids, 5th grade, 6th grade. Maybe if we've got some adult shoes that moms and dads could use too, right?
Absolutely. All sizes, from infant shoes, although they're not walking, they still put shoes on their feet, and all the way to adults. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. And so the shoes, we let you know that, of course, everyone asks, well, what do you do with the shoes? We work with Funds to Org is our partner in the fundraiser, and some of the shoes go directly to our students. So they pick and choose for the students the shoes that they would like, and then the rest of the shoes go to Funds to Org, and they distribute them throughout the world, actually.
Nice.
They actually, their main goal is to help people in developing countries become micro entrepreneurs. So they start their own small business, which helps, of course, feed their families and put shoes on people's feet that sometimes don't even have a pair of shoes. The mode of transportation are their feet. So it's really important that we are helping out. It's a great feeling to know that these shoes are going to not end up in the landfill. They're going to actually be recycled, reused, and loved.
that is awesome. And anything that helps promote self-sufficiency is a major, I love supporting stuff like that, because there's so much to be said about being able to be an entrepreneur, to start to do something business worthy, to learn how business works, and being self-sufficient, not having to really rely on somebody else to do anything for you. So very, very cool. Like that.
Yes. That's why I like to do it. I really like that we are helping save our environment, no landfills, but most importantly, helping other people that, don't have what we have here. So
good deal.
No. Most importantly, cleaning out your closet and getting rid of all the stuff.
right.
I'm kidding, of course.
That's a good feeling too.
Important.
That's a good feeling too.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I love shoes. So I donated I donated a bunch, and then I looked in my closet again and I thought, okay, these can go too. So I'm going to keep looking. Yeah. So,
awesome. So new or gently used shoes, drop them off, drive by and drop off next Saturday between 8 and 2 at the Home Depot on 173 McChesney Park. If you can't make it to the event, you can still drop them off at Harlem High School, the Village of McChesney Park office, or Advanced Medical Rehabilitation. Very, very good. Anything else you wanted to add, Betty, before we let you go this morning?
Yes. Our goal is 2,500 pairs of shoes. Our principals, Mr. Moreland and Mrs. Martinez, had decided to take the challenge that I gave them, and that was, if we were to reach 1,000 pairs of shoes before the students got out of school, which is coming up really quickly here, just 6 days away, that they would kiss a donkey. So we had a big push, and before I left school, yesterday, we reached 1,000 pairs. So there's going to be some donkey kissing coming up for everyone to see and enjoy.
I love it.
Yep. But our ultimate goal is 2,500 pairs. So that's why this drive on next Saturday is super important, hoping that the community can also help kick in. And one other thing I just would like to throw out there, I'm not sure who it was. I was, teaching, and a woman came to the school with a donation. And she said, I heard about your drive. I saw it on the news, and here's some shoes. So that was awesome. And one other person came by and they said, I saw your sign on the marquee and I would like to donate the shoes. I was having a garage sale. So I just wanted to say, if anyone is having a garage sale and after your sale is over, you have shoes that you are not going to keep, if you could donate them to us, that would be amazing.
Good idea. Lots of rummage sales. I've seen a lot of them in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, if you're not selling those shoes, donate them. And here's a place for you to drop them off. The big Fill the Bus event next Saturday, June 5th at the Home Depot in McChesney Park. I'm sure Betty will be there. Kim will probably be there. Sue will probably be there. A bunch of folks helping to make it all happen.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
Awesome.
And yes, thank you for those that donated, all the families that we, to help us reach the 1,000 shoe mark for the kissing of the donkeys. Thank you to the students and families at Marquette.
If you think
we're going to be able to see that on video, right? The kissing of the donkeys.
Please share that video on the Saturday Morning Stateline show page.
Okay, I definitely
Did
will.
Did you specify the front of the donkey or the back of the donkey?
I did not. That would have been a great suggestion.
I said
we
ear,
get to choose.
The ear, EAR. That's it.
All right. Yeah, there you go. Oh, well.
That's great.
Good deal, Betty. Well, thanks for jumping on with us this morning and looking forward to that video.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Awesome.
Nice meeting you.
All righty. We'll see you later.
Betty from Marquette.
We'll see you next Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah,
I have shoes. I will bring some. I have a lot of shoes.
All
Perfect.
right.
Thank you.
As
Have a
Joann
good weekend.
Bye.
jumps in
Me too.
and I refresh the weather page because I can't wait to see have we hit 50 yet? Yeah, we've hit 51 at the airport. 51. Supposed to hit 66 today. I don't think we didn't touch 60 yesterday. There's no way we touched 60 yesterday. At one point I was out driving, showing houses and stuff, and my thermometer in the car said 57. So that was warmer than I thought it was going to be, but it still felt cold with the wind and the rain and everything else. Burr. It was a chilly day. How are you, Joann?
I'm fine.
Good to see
Good
you.
morning.
I need to move further from my desk so I look smaller.
There you go. I'm trying a new camera angle this week, and so far I kind of like it. I wish it was maybe just a.
Is that the new diet plan? Hey, look, I just took off
No,
20
look, I
pounds.
shrunk. It's really a good plan.
After only 2 minutes, I shrunk. Yeah. Nice try.
I'm on the yo-yo diet. I just keep gaining and losing and
that's
gaining and losing.
Going back and forth.
Well,
Yeah.
our SMS info for this week, guys, already talked about Memorial Day and its importance. Also want to mention that Miss Carly's in Rockford. You probably have heard about Miss Carly's in Rockford. They serve between 800 and 1,000 meals per day. I didn't realize how many meals they were serving daily over at Miss Carly's. They provide meals to anyone, anytime, no questions asked, 24/7. If someone's hungry and they've got the food, they're serving it up. Miss Carly's also provides drug treatment and sober living resources. And if you want to help, you can consider dropping off some items that they are currently urgently in need of. Their location's 1125 Fifth Avenue in Rockford. Excuse me. They're asking for backpacks. They're asking for men's and women's underwear, diapers, especially size 5 and 6 diapers. They're asking for quart Ziploc baggies. They go through a lot of Ziploc baggies, bottled water, baby wipes, and any kind of drink that can go into a lunch bag. They're looking for stuff like that, drinks that go into lunches, baby wipes, bottled water, Ziploc baggies, diapers, underwear for men and women, and backpacks are the major things they're looking for at Miss Carly's. And again, their location is 1125 Fifth Avenue in Rockford. Also, when it comes to
Hey, is there like a Well, I was going to say, is there a website where we could log on and say, okay, I can give that, I can give that, I can give that, like some sort of a checklist that you can find on that? Because I was going to write some of them down and I didn't get them all.
Just ask Greg.
That's right. Miss Carly's does have a website, and probably best to find their Facebook page and go from there.
Okay.
Yeah, they
All
just
right.
social media stuff.
When we go out to breakfast next time, ask me about Miss Carly.
Yeah.
I can't talk
Okay.
about it on the air.
Okay. All right.
I can say one thing. She does say when you see a lot of these homeless people on the street, don't give them money, because a lot of them are using it simply to turn around and buy drugs, booze, whatever. And that's all well and good. No judgments here. But if you really want to help them, offer them a meal.
No,
Maybe you
she's
give them
doing a
McDonald's.
wonderful job. It's off. I said it's off the air. I will talk to you.
I
know. I'm not
I have
talking
something
about your
personal
stuff.
to talk about.
That's cool.
That's fine. I'm just putting this out there for everyone else. It has nothing to do with what you got. That's fine. I'm not asking. But I'm just saying, for
I
those
just
of you
had
who
to
are,
say it.
that's fine. We didn't think it was anything bad anyway. You can't say anything
It
bad about
is.
her.
Me, it
She's an
is.
awesome girl.
She's
So-
a wonderful person. She helps a lot of homeless people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And some other good news this week about local area not-for-profits. Carpenter's Place has been able to purchase the old Schnucks building on Rural Street. The old Schnucks at the 5
Oh.
Points there on Rural Street, that's been sitting empty now for, I don't know, 4
A
years,
long time.
5 years.
Oh, longer than that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Probably
Carpenter's-
almost 8 years.
Yeah, gosh, that's wow. Carpenter's Corner Thrift Shop is going to be filling up that space. Volunteers have started helping the organization clean up the building, and Carpenter's Corner will be open. They say no earlier than September, maybe a little later than that, but they're looking at a September opening. If you'd like to learn more or donate or volunteer, you can visit carpentersplace.org. Carpentersplace.org. So kudos to them, and that should be a great resource there. It is Memorial Day weekend. Are you gonna fry up some burgers? You gonna throw some burgers on the grill? A lot of people.
Not
No
me.
one's
I don't.
answered.
I'm not planning on it. Although maybe so. We're supposed to go over to my daughter's house possibly tomorrow for kind of a little get together, and then some of my friends are having a cookout on Monday. I might go to. So, but I'm not going to personally. I'm going other places. I'm not cooking anything here.
Okay. Okay. Well, burgers off the grill, very, very popular in America, of course. And according to YouGov, a survey, the favorite toppings on your burgers. What do you think is the favorite topping, guys?
Well, it's got to be onions, pickles, mustard, ketchup, and mayonnaise, and lettuce and tomato. Out of those, are you looking
Onions?
for like the top one?
He's missing the biggest one, Joanne. Do you know what it is?
Onions?
Cheese.
Cheese. There you go.
Oh.
73%
Well, yeah,
of those surveyed said cheese.
Well, the cheese to me was an afterthought. I don't think there's such a thing as a burger without cheese.
There you
But
go.
anyway,
We're too close to Wisconsin not to have cheese on our burgers.
that's right.
What they didn't, this survey didn't include the condiments. This is just the toppings. So
Like
cheese
onions,
okay.
lettuce, tomatoes, cheese.
yeah. So cheese was 73%, lettuce was 64%, tomatoes 58%, and onions 57%. Pickles, I like good pickles on my burger. Pickles 54%. Bacon was only at 45%, guys. Less than half.
Wow.
I'm a little surprised about that. Mushrooms 23%. French fries 20%.
On your
said
burger?
they want their French fries on their burger.
I'll
do
give it a
that.
little crunch, I guess.
I can't remember the last time I've done that, but I would do that. That's cool.
My
Say
daughter
if
puts
Put your
chips
French fries
on,
and then
like,
just have one thing to eat.
Yes.
yeah, that's true. That's true. And then you could just dip it in your Diet Coke. And then you don't even have to worry about drinking the Diet Coke.
Listen,
There you go.
Greg said one time, I don't know if it was for hot dogs or for hamburgers, to put salsa
Yeah.
on your burger.
Sure.
Was it hot dog or hamburger?
Well, either one, but especially the hamburger because it's your ketchup, it's your onions, it's your your other toppings
A
all
little
in one
spicy
scoop.
too.
Avocado
Yeah,
has become
maybe
more
not a
popular.
bad idea.
I think of it whenever I have a hamburger. Greg says, put salsa on. Okay, I'll put ketchup and mustard. But I think of you.
If that's the only thing that's available, I'm putting salsa on there. Otherwise, yeah, ketchup. Or I'm still a Sweet Baby Ray's guy. I love barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce.
Love me some barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now we're all going to be hungry for
Barbecue
him.
sauce on French fries. 10 times better than
Yes.
10 times better than ketchup.
Yes.
In Wisconsin, they use tartar sauce on French fries.
When I'm having
My
a fish
dad
fry,
used to do mayonnaise. Yeah, my dad used to dip his French fries in mayonnaise, and he kind of got me hooked on it. But man, it's fattening.
oh man, I'm having a brain freeze. We
Well,
had
that would be like tartar sauce.
yeah.
A little less tart.
Well, I told you last week that we went to that Spring Valley restaurant down in Oregon.
Yeah.
And that fish fry, the tartar sauce they gave with that was like the best tartar sauce ever. I was dipping my fries in it and the fish. It was so good.
That's cool.
It
By
was
the way, speaking of Mayo, I had a horse once. His name was Mayo, and whenever I pet him, he mayonnaise.
Is this a dad joke?
Yeah.
Mayonnaise, yeah.
Mayonnaise. Yeah.
This was a dad joke.
That dad joke.
Oh well, maybe. I don't know.
Brought to you by
Could
Uncle
be.
Tom.
Yeah. Uncle Bill, actually.
Avocado made the list of burger toppings at 19%. And something I've done before,
I
but
do like avocados.
very rarely, eggs. Have you put an egg on your burger before?
Yes, that is very good. They have something at one of the restaurants I used to do trivia. It was a BLT with an egg on it. They called it a belt, a BELT, a belt. And my God, was it good. But I've also had it on a burger as well. Really is good.
I like it.
It's no different than getting a breakfast sausage sandwich with an egg on it.
All right.
You know.
Right. And then one more thing before we get to randoms. The 6-pack abs, not such a big deal after all, Tom. Good news for us guys. Australian researcher examined viewers' responses to different male body types and advertisements, and they found an average-sized man is just as appealing as a bulked-up man.
Huh. Okay.
According to
There's
the
hope for
University
us still.
According to the University of Queensland, their study rated images of slender or slightly chubby masculinity are as least as highly attractive as those with well-defined 6-packs.
Huh.
Once again, sorry, ladies, guys just have it so much easier. I'm just
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We can just throw on a t-shirt and hide the beer gut and it's okay. That's what, thank you.
Survey taken by the Sunday afternoon beer drinkers.
right. All the guys and their, what's that Australian beer?
Foster's Lager. It's Australian for beer.
That's right. All right. So our randoms this week, Netflix is hiring a dedicated executive to help the company expand into video games. Not very surprising. The global game industry is worth about $180 billion, and that's 2 times the amount of the global film industry. So Netflix getting into gaming. Virgin Galactic, they completed their first space flight in about 2 years, a big step forward, which is they're selling tourism flights. They have these 6-seat vehicles, and they're selling those seats for $200,000 to $250,000 a pop. We talked about that on a show a couple weeks ago. Would you go into space if someone said, here's $250,000, but you have to spend it on space flight? Would you go?
Yes, I would. In a heartbeat.
I think I would too.
Well, first and foremost, if you die in space, your name lives in infamy as only a handful of people who have ever died in space.
Oh.
And you know what? Going to heaven anyway, I'm just a little closer to it. Maybe. I don't know. But the other thing is the awesomeness of it, something to tell the grandkids, you know? I went to space.
Not if you
What did
die
you
in
do?
space.
Well,
You're
then
not going to
someone
tell
else
him
can
if you
tell my
die in
grandkids.
space. Grandpa
But
died
then
in
my name lives
space.
in infamy.
He
was
jumped over the moon.
He was a brave man.
They name a school after me or something.
If I can handle the takeoff, if you can handle the takeoff, that's the thing. Could your body handle that much G-force?
Are you going like on what are you going to fly on?
Whatever
Just-
Virgin Galactic is using? I'm not sure
Oh.
what kind of rocket they're using, or if it's a modified jet.
I don't think it's going to be a rocket. It's going to have to be jet propelled. It's going to have to be airtight. It's going to be the same setup as what NASA has. I mean, the technology is there for the taking. It's not like it's all secret and you can't have access to it.
So are you
But,
going to land on a planet or you're just orbiting?
Space tourism.
Oh, you'd
flights.
be just orbiting.
You're just going up there. They're not docking with the space station or anything like that. You're just going up.
Yeah. No, that would require some expertise, years of training. This thing here, you'd probably go through a 6 or 8 week program of getting used to it and learning what you're supposed to do and what not to do.
Yeah. You're going to pay $250,000.
yeah.
We don't want you passing out when we take off.
Yeah.
You'll miss the whole
I
day.
wonder if the people on the
I'm going to
station,
stay home.
I wonder, well, that's fine. I'll occupy your
I'm
seat.
thinking, I guess, I just remember the Challenger. That was something in my head always, where that first teacher in space, and then it blew up on,
right.
And so I'm going to stay home. I'll blow up at
tragedy.
home.
Everybody on that flight had blue eyes, by the way.
So I'm okay because I've got green eyes.
Oh, Tom,
Yeah.
Tom.
Should I finish that, Greg?
I'm going to keep going now and just pretend you didn't say that.
Is this another dad joke?
In the year 2020,
No.
Joann, in the year 2020, in response to the pandemic, Amazon pushed Prime Day from July to October. But this year, a number of sources say Prime Day is going to be held in June, which June starts on Tuesday. So if they're going to do it in June, I would imagine they're going to announce that real quick. But Amazon.
Are you trying to get my pocketbook ready?
Get your pocketbook ready because, Prime Day probably going to be jumped to June this year. Nielsen, the media ratings company, their new platform called Nielsen One is going to measure TV audiences and integrate streaming data into the traditional TV viewership and analytics. It's about time, Nielsen. Where you been? We've been needing this for about 15 years now. With the takeoff of streaming services, they got to get ratings measurements of so many different sources. That's got to be incredibly difficult. And they're launching this new platform called Nielsen One. And if it goes well, I imagine a lot more of us will be being surveyed by Nielsen to see what are we watching and how long are we watching it, all that fun stuff. Kohl's is bringing back in-store shoppers by focusing on activewear and outdoor gear. They're staying alive. Kudos to Kohl's for what they've been doing to keep their brick and mortar stores open. And this is interesting, guys. There's an app that teaches people how to take care of their house plants. And they got $5.5 million in seeding, pun not intended. But the app's name, can you guess what the app's name is for an app that teaches people how to take care of their house plants?
Water me, idiot.
Any guess, Joann?
No.
The app that takes care of your house plants is called Greg.
Greg.
Oh, wow.
Greg, an app for plant lovers, gets $5.4 million in seed funding. With all of us so many homebound last year, the houseplant industry was in bloom. A year sequestered in our homes, living spaces flourishing into personal indoor gardens, and an app that uses machine learning to help people care for their plants. Greg announced this week they've got their seed funding. How funny is that?
It is kind of funny, but I don't understand what outside of watering, and maybe you talk to it, throw it in the sunlight. What else do you need? Throw in a little miracle grow.
What I've gathered from reading this thing, what it boils down to. Did I not hit share? There we go. There it is. Greg, an app for plant lovers. What it boils down to is the proper timing on watering your plants. Because a lot of us who try to keep plants alive, I'll be the first to confess, we've got a plant in our house that I almost killed because I watered it too much. I was watering it like every day.
Okay.
And it really doesn't need to be watered every day. What they say about the best plant care is a plant should be watered and allowed to dry before you water it again. So the soil should be allowed to dry out, nearly dry before you water it again. I had no clue about that. I thought you wanted to keep it moist. That's apparently only when it's in the seed stage or something, but this app will help you care for your plants, and it's by a company called Gregarious. That's why they call it Greg. I was trying to find if it's an acronym for something. It's just the company's name is Gregarious, which is an awesome name for a company. Wow, that's awesome. And yeah, so there you go. If you're looking for an app to help you care for your plants, try Greg.
Try Greg. Ask Greg.
Ask Greg as if he knows what he's doing.
right.
Don't ask me. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So we've got some time left to take a look around. Pause if you want today, Joann.
Okay, I will. This time we're going back and forth with our masks, so I'll just put one on just because.
I will say this while you're doing that, Joann, is that I was in a store this week where the sign on the store said masks recommended, but not required.
I think that's what they're doing now.
Yes, I was so happy to see that. I did not wear my mask. I'm healthy. I'm fine. I don't need my mask.
I was trying to enlarge my picture so I could see what I was showing you.
Walking around the store, I was the only person without a mask on, but I'm like, it's time to set the tone, people. It's time to set the tone. If you're
That's right. That's right.
This is
I did the exact same thing.
I got yelled at Culver's because I went up to order something and I forgot to put my mask back on.
Yeah.
Culver's, you have to wear it all the time. This is Annie. I think we've seen her before.
I was at Baskin Robbins on Thursday night after trivia. Yeah, a bunch of us went there. And first of all, you couldn't sit inside. And the girl asked as I walked in the door, do you have a mask? She said a really nasty, and she said it to all of us individually. It's
but
like,
you can't go
settle
inside.
down.
Oh, we're just going.
You can't go in to
other
sit.
things.
I like what
Zorro.
Coolidge, just remind
you
people,
can't go
haven't
in
been
to
watching
sit.
the news.
You can go in and get it and sit in your car.
Coolidge made a big point this last week about, hey, if someone says anything, just say, hey, haven't you heard the news? That's been rescinded. You don't have to wear masks anymore. It's not mandated. The mandate.
Yeah, I know.
Is my speaker off? So you can't hear me?
No, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
We can hear you.
Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. This is Phoebe.
Hello, Phoebe.
I love this cat. I think his name should have been Spot. He's like, why is she holding that against me? But his name is Charlie, but I love his spots. Another white cat. I have to show you the kittens. We have kittens in here too? No bigger cats. Okay, we got some kittens this week.
Oh.
That one looks a little Siamese or mix. Here's a black one. Woo! And there's a couple black kittens up here. We're starting to get kittens. It's the season. And I sent Greg a picture of a dog this week just to, oh, I almost missed you too.
Oh.
I think these are, they say not for adoption, but I thought these two little white Siamese
Not ready.
were supposed, yeah, I think jubilee and pride that these have to go together. They're in kind of, I don't know if you
Bonded
see,
pair.
yeah, bonded pair. If you see the room, it's like double decker. There, he's up on top now. So they're both together. They're two little girls. But so that gives them a lot of room. There are litter boxes in the bottom, and then their play and sleep is in the top. And they quickly learn to maneuver that. I think that's about it. Nobody
Well,
really knew.
a happy good morning to Linda and the folks watching on YouTube this morning. Linda's the only one that usually comments when she checks in, but so thanks for that, Linda. Appreciate that.
We like to know we're watched.
We'd like to know we're watched. Yes.
This was Annie again. I didn't go to the community room, but is there anyone in there? No. Okay. We're kind of low right now.
Okay.
A lot of cats in foster.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, nicely done. Let's go back to
Gained weight again. I have to.
that. There we go.
Well,
All right.
just
So,
move
and
back
I
then
lost
from
my
the
car
camera.
keys. So if anyone finds them,
No,
let me know.
You lost your car keys
yeah.
walking in the building.
No. Yesterday somehow.
Oh no.
So
Did you have to walk
I'm
to
using-
work today?
Well, I got work at the Coaster, so someone's gonna stop and let me in. I'm the boss because everyone else is out playing.
Well, have fun being in charge, Joann.
Yeah, I know. That's quite the what do you call that? Hopefully everyone's vacationing and it won't be too busy.
Awesome. All right. Well, we have a big number of the week this week, and it is a big one, ladies and gentlemen. It is 400,000. And our current score is 4-3. Tom in the lead by 1 point. So, don't lose your pen, Greg. All right. So the answer is altitude or auction. Altitude or auction. And Joann, Tom, what is your guess in 3, 2, and 1?
Auction.
Auction.
Ooh, they're both going for the auction. And nobody's getting a point. Guess what? 400,000
man.
feet. 400,000 feet, according to NASA, is the height at which a pilot and his passengers officially become astronauts. Spacemen and spacewomen, 75.75 miles, 400,000 feet. So that's all the height you got to get in the Virgin Galactic vehicle, whatever they're using, to be in space. I guess it makes you weightless. I don't know. Do you remember the Charlie Bit My Finger video?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that this week. I should have listened better.
Charlie,
I saw that it was being sold,
Charlie.
which I don't really understand.
It's an NFT, non-fundable something. I forgot what that stands for. Anyway, Charlie Bit My Finger, the famous video, the family behind that viral YouTube hit auctioned it off and got $760,000.
I actually read that article.
It's kind of crazy. The terms of the
Now
deal
I'm mad.
said that now the new owner has
Oh, we
sole
said
rights to the
auction,
video.
didn't we?
The video racked up more than
Yeah, but-
885 million views. So when it got sold, the thought was that it was going to be taken off of YouTube, but the new owner posted on the according to Kim Lyons from The Verge, she says, Charlie bit us all, meaning the new owner of the 55-second clip has decided it should stay on the video platform. The buyer felt the video is an important part of popular culture and should not be taken down, so it is staying up. Who is the buyer?
Then
We
why
don't know
did
for sure. He's believed to be a owner of a music studio in Dubai.
I really don't understand it, but it's fine. I don't have to understand everything.
Well, here's a way to describe it, Joann. Imagine that you bought a sports card of your favorite player, and you own that sports card. Only it doesn't exist. That's an NFT. Okay, there you go.
Well, that's why it doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense to me either. But anyway,
So you own something that doesn't exist, like a timeshare.
it's crazy. It's just
Yeah.
good call. Good call. Where did that go? Oh, there it is. So, all right. Remember, folks.
So did we not win or we won?
Neither one of you gets a point this
We
week.
lost.
Sorry. But we are going to share a final song as we leave. Remember, you change the world when you help one person. Be a blessing to someone this week. We'll try to do the same and meet you back here for another Saturday morning Stateline show. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Joann.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a great week. In honor of the cold weather, this is for everyone. To Grandma's house, we're gonna go.
What?
It's way up north where they have lots of snow. Christmas songs on the radio. We got the holly and mistletoe. So many marshmallows in hot cocoa. Candy canes and lights aglow. And just don't forget the snowman. Don't forget the snowman. Don't forget the snowman. Don't forget the snowman. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Let's go outside and have some fun. I'll get my Red Ryder BB gun. We'll shoot some cans in the winter sun. Corncob pipe and carrot nose. Go run inside, find him some cool clothes. No, we don't need no pantyhose. Don't forget the snowman. Don't forget the snowman. Don't forget the snowman. Don't forget the snowman. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Buddy's following his snow globe. Got Zuzu's pedals right here in my coat. Oops, we left Kevin home alone. When New Year's Day is finally here, we're taking down all the bright Christmas cheer. It's always better when you are near. And just don't forget the snowman. Don't forget the snowman. Don't forget the snowman. Don't forget the snowman. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la.